Good evening. Welcome to the best YouTube channel on the planet in January. God bless you all. God bless you all. Gonna wait for a few people to get in here. I've been watching the news about deportation, and the United States Attorney General or the Board of People, whoever. Well, bad news for Indiana and some other states, sheriff's department. So I want to thank you all subscribers. I got to drink a Pepsi Zero, which is not a sponsor. Hello, Anthony. How you doing? Welcome. People, I want to talk. I want to talk about deportation. I think it's the United States Attorney General. I don't know what county Bloomington, Indiana is that the sheriff's department in Bloomington, Indiana, which is kind of northwest of me, he ain't going to turn over any information. That's interference with our government. I don't know if they're going to issue a warrant or something on this sheriff in Bloomington, Indiana, a few other states not cooperating, which we knew that was going to happen. But a sheriff, he swears to the Constitution just like the president or any other police officer to uphold the Constitution of the United States and the state. He's violating orders. He's going against the President of the United States and against the citizens of the United States. I want you people in Bloomington, Indiana, think about that next election. No, I want you to look at it. You all got your opinions on it. But when you got drug dealers, MS-13, child traffickers, and all this coming over, no. And also, they deport some to Mexico. Mexico said, no, you keep them. And a couple other countries. I don't know if you've seen it on the news yet, but you just heard it here. I forget what countries. They refuse any Americans at all. I know how good looking I am, but people, this is God's channel. God rules. No sexual harassment, no cussing, no gay stuff. You know, don't tell me if you're gay. Anti-tube. But we don't allow no stuff on the, we go by God's rules. No sexual harassment, No gay stuff, no cussing, no hate, no fighting words. Well, you know what I'm talking about. Because sometimes my moderators might put you in timeout for 86 seconds. If that was me, I'd put you in timeout 10 minutes, but they being nice to you. I think 86 seconds is too short. I like Trump, William. You know, I tell you, if you've been watching my video, I want you all to give me the thumbs up and hit that subscribe bell. Make sure you hit the subscribe bell to get all notifications. I'm a registered Democrat. But when Trump ran for president, the reason I voted for Trump, he never was a politician, never hold an office. I liked his shows that he had. You know, you're far. I knew what he was going to be as a president. But them other Democrats, I'm ashamed of them. I'm ashamed of them. Just like New York, Democrat judge, Democrat prosecutor. You know, it's politics. I seen Trump. I seen Trump in person. I went to one of his rallies in Louisville, Kentucky during his first term. My son and I went there. Hello, LC. How you doing? I tell you, Trump didn't take any money the first time around. He had to take at least $1. There's other presidents, people, if you look it up, there's been other presidents that didn't take it. I'm just fine, Took my shower, shaved, took my medicine since I have to go to the doctor tomorrow. I think it's my heart doctor. I go to about three or four different doctors. I can't remember who's who, but I think it's my heart doctor. I'll probably do a follow-up tomorrow night sometime. You just have to subscribe. You know, I like Trump. I like Trump, people. But I disagree with him on two things. The birthright. That's unconstitutional. It's illegal. I know African American people. Think about it, people. It was on a history deal when they was talking about this, about birthright. African American people during the Civil War wasn't U.S. citizens. And I forget what U.S. Constitution it was. And so it's illegal what Trump did on the birthright. People, you can search it back in the U.S. Supreme Court. I'm thinking it's over 10 years ago. It could be longer. I'm not sure on the time. They rule on the law. I forget if it's the United States or state law, which the U.S. Supreme Court rule that you cannot make a law for one group of people. You have to make it for everybody or none at all. When Trump signed that birthright, it was voting for one group of people. That's illegal by the U.S. Supreme Court rule. I'm taking up for the police officers. But we do have bad police officers. that fights, race profile, and all this. But we don't know the whole story of January the 6th. There's videos that came up missing. We didn't get to see who beat the police officers or the FBI or Secret Service. We didn't get to see that video. They disappeared. Maybe they threw the first punch. I don't know. Where's the video? The video disappeared that would show the truth of January the 6th. It disappeared. It disappeared. So when Trump pardoned over 1,500 people, he should only done so many. The ones that beat the police officers up, he should never pardon them. You got police officers all over this planet is P.O. at Trump. Is mad at Trump because, hello, Joanne, welcome back. I believe he will too. Gasoline, I hope gasoline gets below $1.80. When he left office here in Indiana, gas was about $1.80 a gallon. Diesel fuel was about $2 and something a gallon. Food prices was down. Blankets was down. Clothes was down. Shoes was down. Cars was down. Everything was cheaper. You could buy your house cheap. Since the idiot got in there, everything's up. You know, I don't care if you're a Democrat, Republican, Independent, or Timbuktu. That is wrong. You know, it's wrong. I can't live on what I get, people, a month. They say, oh, you only get a 2 or 3% pay raise. Man, the economy is up, up, up. You see what the price of groceries is? I forget what my interest was when Trump was in there. I went through a government program. It's based on your income. If that wasn't for Trump being president, listen, people, you heard them Democrats during the campaign that Trump did not help a first-time home buyer. That is a blankety blank, blank, blank lie. You can fill in the blanks. How do I know that's the truth? I'm a first-time home buyer. Trump helped me out. So, you know, it's a lie. Trump does care about your people, no matter what race you are. See, I have problems with my vouchers. You heard who I got my loan through. I had to take a first-time home buyer's course. You know, there's a whole lot of paperwork when you're dealing with the USDA. There's a whole lot of paperwork. But people, if you're going to buy your house, try USDA. It's based on your income. Income can be child support, Social Security, food stamp, child support, alimony. Anything you make income from, you have to report it. And for credit, you know, you need about a 13-month of your water and sewage, your natural gas, or however you heat your house, your water and sewage. If you pay rent, if your landlord's real nice, he or she gives you a thing for the 13 months showing you made your rent payments on time. You know, stuff like that. But I don't like these states. You know, the sheriff's department. I forget the governor. What state was it? It's a woman. I want to say maybe Arizona, maybe. It's a woman governor saying that she wasn't going to help him. Hey, she can get arrested just like those sheriffs in Indiana, Bloomington, Indiana. They all can get arrested. I'm waiting for it. I don't know if it made the news, but my source, it was, I guess, the U.S. Attorney General or something that's talking. Because I belong to a bunch of groups, and I haven't seen it on the news media, which news media won't come on till maybe 11 o'clock here. Sometimes it comes on at 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, but the national news comes on after that. That's what I like about Trump, Joanne. He said he's going to bring the jobs back to the United States. He did do that. He did do that. And those, what was it, TAFs or whatever it is, the other country wasn't paying their fair share of their taxes or whatever you call it. But here, none of those countries buy our vehicles. You know, is that fair? No. Look what kind of cars is made in the other country, made in Mexico. Mexico's going to be in trouble. And these other countries, which they're not letting the Air Force drop off those illegals. Well, I got a feeling there'll be sanctions on those countries that won't take their people back, I believe. But the cost of living, people, 2 or 3% ain't gonna make it. We need 30% annually because the cost of living. Well, the more money I get, the more my house payment's going to be. And the less food stamps I get. You know, I feel bad for people who gets less money than what I get. I want you to hit that notification bell. Subscribe to my channel. Give me the thumbs up. Get me to 1,000 people. I've been watching videos how to make money on YouTube, to get monetized, get sponsors. And it took, I think it was 5 or 6 steps. I forget. And like, MORM, how you doing today? Don't you work too hard tomorrow. And I can't survive, people. You know, who would if you all know any sponsors out there, they might send you stuff where you can try it out on the YouTube channel. Like, maybe a good computer company will send me a computer like I want where I can talk about it on my YouTube channel. Or like maybe a riding lawnmower or a zero turn, which what I want in a zero turn is they consider that the commercial type because it has the bars on because I got a ditch line and a creek that'll protect me. You know, if I could get a sponsor like that. Let's see. I think it's Hustler that makes the yellow lawnmower. I think it's Hustler. You know, I got a Ace Hardware store up in Scottsburg, Indiana. It's close to me. You know, I like to have one of those zero turns, which are about 64 inches wide. That really cut my time down because I'm thinking of my health reason. My heart doctor says no pushing my lawnmower because that's how bad my heart is. And, you know, I disagree with some things our government's doing, but the way they treated Trump, I disagree the way they treated him. That was politics. Hey, Lexi! Two kitty cats over there horse playing around, but you know how cats are. But I hope you all enjoyed the video that I did at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Bob Joyce in Benton, Arkansas. I do that every Sunday about the same time. You don't have to go to church to believe in God. You can watch my YouTube channel or any other churches that's on YouTube. Or you can watch it on TV or listen to it on the radio. You know, I had to cut my first part of Bob Joyce, but I stopped the video because I was having trouble with my cell phone. So I had to make sure everything was okay, and I came back on. About a minute later, I had to check something because it was showing something on my phone. I had to correct it. See, I will make sure you all got a good video tonight. But it's on every Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here in Indiana. I bring it to you. Hello, 709. Well, I used to cut grass at a cemetery. Drove an 18-wheeler for a few years, but I got to the point my nerves couldn't take it anymore, especially in New York. That place drove me batty. My nerves got so bad, I couldn't put up with those idiots in New York, especially the Bronx, downtown New York City. I've been to Los Angeles in L.A. County at the airport hauling plasma, blood, plasma. Then I worked in a cabinet place. I was what they call a patcher on the door and drawer line. And that was good work. That was back in the 70-something. I can't remember when it was. I've been sober from alcohol and drugs 25 plus years. I am single, but there ain't no ladies. The ladies I'm looking at got to be from Scott County, Indiana, because it's just up the road. They wouldn't have to go that far to drive. If they got a job That means I hope they got their own car. I can't be nobody's sugar daddy. Sorry, ladies. But I just don't like what the sheriff in Bloomington, Indiana is doing. I don't know if they're going to get an arrest warrant for that sheriff in Bloomington, Indiana. You can look at Bloomington, Indiana. I think that's where WTTV is. Old Sammy Terry TV shows from back in the olden days. And the governor of, I think it's Arkansas, a lady governor, says she's not going to cooperate with the federal people. Man, there's going to be a bunch of them in the pokey. There's going to be a bunch of them in jail, especially the sheriffs. I won't be the first sheriff, because right now we got an ex-sheriff, Jamie Knoll from Clark County, Indiana, who's in prison right now. So that's not going to make a difference. They used to be, look how much a new rig costs. You looking at probably, $300,000 for a brand new truck? And you count your insurance on it, your maintenance, your diesel fuel. Look how much the diesel fuel is. Plus, you got to make sure if you buy a new truck, it will pass California standards. It's good money for a single guy, unless you take your wife with you, you both drive, That's good money if you don't mind traveling in the snow, the ice. But I always made it a point, people, like the snow that Florida got, that we got, I find me a place to park during the daylight time, when it gets close to 6 o'clock. I find a place where I can sit for the night. And don't drive at night, when it snows. I always parked my truck when it was snowing, because that way it gives the road crews time to get out, clean it off, put the salt down. You have to learn. I would say go to driving school, but there's trucking companies got their own driving school. Like if you live in my area, you got like Mr. P. They got a driving school where they teach you, they got a terminal here in Clark County, Indiana, close to Amazon. And I guess it'd be Jeffersonville, Charlestown. I don't know what their address is. Mr. P is always looking for drivers, My truck driving job it's hard, people. If you're thinking about driving the rig, make sure you can get a CB radio in your vehicle. Why would you need a CB radio in there? One thing, people, you can keep up on a traffic jam or the condition of the traffic. Because you're not going to make any money if you're sitting in the parking lot. You get paid by the mileage. See, if you had a CB radio, you know to get off at an exit and get around that wreck, or traffic jam. You know how to get around it. It's good money. It's good money. I met a whole bunch of truck drivers. I met some good women truck drivers. Some of those women truck drivers is better than men. I hate to say it. Oh, happy birthday to everybody who's born today. Happy anniversary if you got married today's date. I got to make sure I say that where you all won't forget it. Birthdays and anniversary. I don't want you to sleep in the doghouse. Also, men, if you got a girlfriend or a wife, she's always right. She's always right. Because you say she's right, she might cook your favorite dinner or might give you a surprise. You know, you got to treat a lady nice. Okay, you remember the movie with the karate guy on the Indian reservation? It was Billy Jack. I like Billy Jack. You know, I like what he did. You know, he was in the military. Plus, had some Indian, like me. I got some Cherokee Indian in me. How much, I don't know. Yep. That's one I went by. I've been a couple since then, but I got a CB radio I talk on, but I can't talk what they call skip because I don't have what they... Margaret, settle down. Your granddaughter's being good for once. You know, driving the truck was fun. You know, when I was driving the truck, people, you had to shift gears. Anywhere from 5 speed up to about 18 speed. Now they got automatics, which I don't know nothing about automatic in an 18-wheeler. I think it'd be easier to drive. But everybody should learn how to drive a standard shift. It's cheaper on fuel. Plus, when you downshift, it'll save you on your brakes. People don't know how to drive standard transmissions. Even the kids nowadays don't know how to drive a standard transmission. People, I started driving at 12 years old, driving the standard transmission. When I got 16 and took driver's ed, I was hitting the floor. The driver's ed teacher said, "What are you doing?" I said, "I'm trying to find the clutch, and this is automatic." Yep, that's true, Anonymous. He said, "This is automatic." I said, "What's an I said, "What's an automatic?" Like, you know, idiot. You know, that's better if you drive for somebody else. You know, do your inspections, you know. I'll tell you a secret. If you pick up an empty truck, you know, my dad didn't teach me how to drive. It's just my drinking buddies I was hanging around with. If they got too drunk to drive, then I drove. That's how I learned how to drive. Back there then, you could drive out on the highway. You could drive on the interstate. You know, compared to today, no, they arrest you for it. or tow your vehicle in, take you to jail. Things I used to do when I had my driver's license, they take you to jail now. And 709, I tell you something. By my experience, my son used to work security for a company. Thanks to Buster Brown, when you pick a trailer up, it's hard to see at night. That's how come you need a flashlight. If you ain't got the seal on the door, if it's empty, open the doors up. Take your flashlight, look at the ceiling in the trailer. Then look at the floor of your trailer. See if everything looks real good. If they got the seal on it, you can't check it. But when you get to your first job, you can look, if you got split loads, you can look at the ceiling, you can look at the floor. Some companies won't take you and load you up if you got holes in your ceiling or holes in the floor, like Buster Brown people did, UPS drivers did. Because what they were hauling was cell phones. I forget the company that my son worked for as a security guard, which that's the worst security company around. It's Allied / something security. They've been sued so many times. My son could have sued them because under the ADA rules, they violated the ADA rules, Allied did, by firing him and all this, but that's part of it. See, my first they are. They're stupid. It's Ally and University or Universe or something they bought out. Ally is getting sued. My son did work for Ally. They are evil. See, I guess they was out of Louisville, Kentucky, I believe. That's true. There's the devil. Because he worked at Amazon, then he went, a company is behind Amazon. It's a cell phone. Hello, Troy Hunter. Well, my son's still getting money from him from lawsuits. That includes him in a class action lawsuit. He gets a little, I think the most he got from the lawsuit, maybe $300. That's stupid. You shouldn't. You probably, that's where it says Ally ain't union, but there's somebody you can talk to that violate your rights, but I've seen people get sued over crap like that in the workplace. Or you wear a Trump t-shirt, Trump pants, or you can check it. You can check into it. If you got arrested, you can have I don't trust public defenders. You got a prosecutor who works for the state The public defender gets paid by the state. I think there's a conflict of interest. You know, you can file a complaint with, I forget, they had you arrested, but something about violating your, I don't know, you have to check into, talk to a lawyer, or if you're on TikTok or not Twitch, X, put that on there and ask people, because there is lawyers on X, and tell them what state you're in. That gives them approximately the state of maybe a good lawyer. I don't think they can arrest you for wearing a MAGA hat. I got a Trump hat from 2020, and I'm going to get me some more hats this summer. Because up the road in Scott County, that is a Republican county. So I'm kind of safe, because, if somebody try to knock my head off, that'd be a fight. I'm just defending myself. I'm an old man. I done had 4 heart attacks. I could die if I got hit. Hey, I'll tell you a secret, Anonymous. Instead of using the F word, just use F blank blank. Okay? I'm just letting you know. It's just F, you can say F around, what? Because I got kids that watches this YouTube channel maybe tomorrow with their parents. So, because okay, like you said, Trump doesn't F around. Instead of spelling out the whole word, just say F around. Because my moderators will get rid of you. I'm warning you. Lucky it hasn't happened already. But, yeah, like that's okay. That's okay in my book. There's no cussing on here. No fighting words. No sexual harassment. No gay stuff. I'll let him know, Joanne. I'll let him know, because he's new on here. He doesn't know. I won't. If my moderators was on here, they done probably put you in timeout for 86 seconds. But, like I say, this is God's YouTube channel. There's no cussing, no sexual harassment. Okay. Now, there's no cussing on here at all. No hate. Gay people got it. See, you see Oil Change in there. He's my moderator. He just said, I just removed the comment. Don't worry. I got 3 moderators. I got 1 woman. So, I know other people does different things on their YouTube channel. My YouTube channel is different from everybody else. Some YouTube channels cusses, put people down, hate crimes. I don't believe in that stuff. I was watching a YouTube channel. I was busy doing my YouTube channel, and I missed the other one I watch. I know you all probably don't like him. What the hells? And a turtle lady, in Florida. And there's a bunch of YouTubers had this one guy on their YouTube channel. Now, he's getting sued for, I don't know, copyright or something. I'm not sure. It's Bone Crusher. I think his name's Ray Bone Crusher. I thought he was a pretty nice guy. He got on some other people's YouTube channels and got his subscribers up. But then, after he got his subscribers up, he started talking bad about him and defame him. That's what I've noticed. If I get on somebody's YouTube channel, or I get what they call rated, that helps my subscribers goes up, I like to see somebody rate my channel and get my subscribers up. It's a slow process, people. I'm trying to get to 1,000, but I'll be satisfied getting 500. As you see at the beginning, today's date, DAC. That's a person, a United States Marine Corps veteran, who got murdered in Alabama by Michael Kaiser. And I think he lives in Oklahoma. He goes to court February the 5th, back to Alabama. But the part of it, people, under his bond agreement, he has to tell the judge that he's going to leave Alabama and where he's going to leave. He failed to do that. So his rear end's in trouble. That's a hate channel. I don't like what he does. And he tells you so-and-so did this and that, but the fact says he lies. I saw a video where he had a needle in his arm. He was shooting up. He forgot to turn his camera off. But there's people that loves those hate YouTubers. But I don't have to watch. I can watch about maybe 30 seconds of it, and off I go. But when people lie, God don't want you to lie to people. God wants you to tell the truth. If you all saw my church video that I aired at 7 o'clock tonight and listened to Bob Joyce, you seen the good. He had a good service tonight. That was real good. I appreciate Bob Joyce, doing that. I know since I've been doing this for a couple of months, airing his church service, he picked up a few more subscribers. But I have people watch the church service after midnight in different countries. But he's a great man. And you need to watch my 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time church service of Bob Joyce tonight. Oh, that was real good. It got me right here, people. It got me. And I wish there was a preacher like that around close to me. I would go every Sunday. What was it, last week or week before? There's this family that's there every Sunday. They're there at 4 o'clock in the morning. I don't know where they're coming from. You know, he's in Benton, Arkansas. But what I would like to do, you know, he has 3 videos comes out. He had a church service. That's number 1. And later on in the week, he have a music service. That's the first thing he does in the morning. Then the church service. And sometime in the week, I guess on Wednesday, I think it is, he has a Bible study. That's true, Joanne. I'm choosy. I'm choosy on preachers. You saw Bob Joyce tonight. He's funny. He's not in a suit and tie. He's in regular clothes. You saw when he took his jacket off. But with Joanne, if you go watch his church music videos, and I've told you who I think he is, but you know, everybody got their opinion who Bob Joyce is. But Bob Joyce is a great preacher. But, hey, Hunter, you need to watch my video every Sunday about Bob Joyce. Or you can go to his YouTube channel and subscribe, watch his Sunday service. I like him. He's funny sometimes. Tonight he was really funny. He was really funny. I like him. When he talks about God and Jesus, this and that, he puts it where a dumb person can understand it. That's good. I like Bob Joyce. I have noticed somebody from Bob Joyce been watching my videos, but I don't know who it is. Before, I had to move my cell phone when Bob Joyce moved. Now I just leave my cell phone. Troy Hunter, like I say, go watch Bob Joyce, especially today's sermon. And sometimes, like tonight, he sing a couple of songs, you know, but he's good. You know, he's a good preacher. I like him. Like I say, I'm choosy about preachers. And I could get up. I don't know how far Benton, Arkansas is from me. It probably take me, 8 to 10 hours to get there. So that's really too far for me to go every Sunday. I wish there was preachers like that around here. I've talked to my neighbors and other people, so there's not anybody like Bob Joyce around, like me. And I like Bob Joyce. You know who I say he is, but he could be that person. You know, hey Hunter, just go watch Bob Joyce, his video tonight. It's each one of his Sunday videos is about an hour and say about an hour and 10 minutes. I believe you'll like Bob Joyce. Like I said, I'm choosy. I've seen a few women preachers kind of like Bob Joyce. But like I say, did you watch him tonight? I don't know how long I've been watching Bob Joyce, but I like him. I like him. Everybody, I know I used to watch him too. But, Bob Joyce doesn't ask for money. Well, besides that, Bob Joyce is a millionaire if you really know who he is. He does have music CDs. He got CDs. That's how come you go to bobjoyce.org. I like him. I believe in him. Okay, Hunter, you know who Elvis Presley is? What do you think about Elvis Presley? What, you like Elvis Presley? Hey, Troy Hunter, you like Elvis Presley? I grew up with Elvis Presley. I want, like, during the war, Elvis Presley went in. You know, everybody got their opinion. I tell you right now, Bob Joyce is a millionaire. He's a millionaire before he came a preacher. He doesn't need the money. He doesn't need the money. You know, that's your opinion, but my opinion is he is Elvis. Bob Joyce made his money as Elvis Presley. Okay, look at his music, Bob Joyce music videos. How great they are. If you listen to Bob Joyce sing How Great Their Art and go to Elvis Presley sing How Great Their Art, they're both the same. Well, the way I know he is really Elvis Presley, I got a friend. He took Bob Joyce, How Great Their Art, and Elvis Presley together, and they compare the two singing voices of Bob Joyce and Elvis Presley, How Great Their Art. It's 100% fact that Bob Joyce is Elvis Presley by the voice, how if you call it a voice, I call it a voice analyzer. And Bob Joyce and Elvis Presley is the same person. That's been a proven fact. I got a friend, and the other people, they took the two voices singing the same song. It's the same person. I can't find the paperwork, thanks to my blankety-blank brother. I had an autographed picture of Elvis Presley. He signed it Bob Joyce. That's before Elvis Presley died. I got that when I was young. You know, you all can think what you want to. You know, that's your right. You know. You know. Well, I tell you something, Troy, Hunter. Around here where I live, the preachers does help out. They help with the homeless people. They help pay some of those bills. They do around here where I live in Indiana and Kentucky. They do it. You know, that's your opinion. You know, that's your right. That's how come I run this channel, God's YouTube channel. We go by God's rules. Hey. But people, I'm asking for your help. Hit the thumbs up. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Now help me get to 1,001 or 100,000 subscribers. Right now, my goal is set at 1,001 subscribers. See, I'm not making any money, you know, but I want to keep my Sunday church service going. I need subscribers. I don't get that many people watch my church service, you know, but later on tonight, maybe 3 o'clock in the morning, they're watching it. You know. And the kids is watching it with their parents. That's what they like. But, you know, there's things I like, people. But I got my faith in God to help me. I'm not going to say it because sometimes I make people mad. But I've been looking on eBay, praying to God when I need. I know I will, Joanne. You know, like I say, Bob Joyce had a good service tonight. I know a few people, they went down to see him. And they really do like him. And I know this woman, she loves him to death. She's going to show her mother. Her mother's probably older than me. I forget, what country is it? Is it China? Japan? Canada? Somewhere. They pay for your place to live. They pay your medical bills. And that's how come the United States don't like China. I think it's China. Because there's people that wants the same thing China get. You know, free rent, man. You know, but some of the things, the illegals, if you want to come here to the United States, do it legal. Do it legal. We don't need no drug dealers, child trafficker. I think it is too. Hi there, Ling. I'll be glad when I have my eye surgery. I can see things better. What's it? Lin Jing. Hi there, my friend. Welcome aboard. Make sure you hit the thumbs up. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you're not a subscriber and you subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I get an email, then I subscribe to your channel and help you out, because that's what God wants me to do. And tell you some of the rules. This is God's YouTube channel. There's no cussing. No sexual harassment, no gay stuff, no fighting words, no arguing. Everything's PG. Don't ask to be a moderator. No hate crimes. I'm kind of strict, and my moderator is strict. But I do have a lady moderator. I got a lady moderator because I was thinking, what happened if I got a lady on here and one of my moderators kicked her off? I would have a woman on here to help take care of the ladies. That's how come I made Joanne a moderator. That's true. We should be focused on God, but I need money. I need money. I tell you, Hunter, I know you heard me before. I only get $800 to $900 a month with the $20 increase I got this month. I don't have nothing left after I make my house payment, my utility bill, my car insurance, all that. I got nothing left to do anything with. I can't buy nothing. I ain't got no money left of what I get. I got my faith in God, and God will help me one day to have extra money coming in. But I got my faith put in God. There's good jobs out there, people. They believe in God. I wish I had more money coming in. My life is changing. My life is changing, but it's slow. It don't happen overnight. It takes time. See, I take care of kitty cats too. See, God, that's something Joanne brought up. God helped me get this house with my income. If it wasn't for God and President Trump, I wouldn't know where I'd be now. I might been dead, or homeless, or both. I used to grow my own food, certain types of food that I like, but most of the time I keep my phone turned off. I get a bunch of spam calls all day and up until about 9 o'clock at night. Monday through, I guess, Friday, maybe Saturday. I had chickens. I had fresh eggs. People, if you can raise chickens, check with the city or town you live in. See if you can have chickens or a rooster. I miss my rooster. Every morning about 5 o'clock, that rooster would get up and crow. Or if I leave in the car, my rooster would crow. Like, bye, Daddy, I see you when you get back. When I get back home, my rooster would crow like, welcome back, Daddy. My chickens and roosters was good until the raccoon killed them. But having fresh eggs on your property is better than what you get. Like I say, I wish I could have a garden, but, for me to have a garden now, I would need a rotary tiller. I guess you call it a back, where the blades is on the back of it. Well, I could have a good garden. As far as fertilizer, I really wouldn't use fertilizer. I would use what my grandpa used to do. What my grandpa used to do is dig a hole. He would put his banana peels, potato peels, coffee grounds, and stuff like that, and cover it up. And he would bury leaves, fish stuff after Grandpa would go fishing. He buried all. That was his fertilizer for his garden. He had a good garden. What I cannot find in the grocery store, it does pay off. What I cannot find in a grocery store or in the seed catalog is what they call white radishes. You know, I guess white radishes is like a icicle. They're long and not round like the red ones. I like those white radishes. You can't find them in the store no more. I can't even find the seeds for white radishes. You know, I miss my white radishes. I grew up eating those white radishes. If you like a hot radish, well, I grew up with white radishes. You used to find them in the store. They're kind of like, I guess you call them like icicles. You know, they're nice if you can find them. I can't even find the seeds to them. They got another radish. It's like icicles. They call it Spanish black radishes. But they're hot. Nah, the white ones don't taste like the red ones. They're a little bit different. I'm looking seed catalogs and I can't even find them anymore. I go online and look for white radish seeds unless I can't find them. You know, I look at certain stores, they say they got them, but they don't have them. You know, I do eat red radishes with my rabbit food. I like radishes with my rabbit food. That's what my son calls it, rabbit food. But I like to have white radishes, but you can't find them. I'm still looking on the internet for white radishes. You know, I grew up with white radishes. Yeah, a salad, you know, with carrots and stuff. Then I chop up some onions and put some onions in it and a few other stuff. You know, I like radishes in my salad. No. Sometimes I might fry some bacon up and break it up and put it in with my rabbit food. Sometimes I call it rabbit food. That's what my son calls it, Sherry. He calls it rabbit food. Hey, that's one thing, Sherry, I don't like is broccoli. I never have liked broccoli. I tried it and I just don't like it. Hey, you can also grow in your garden. You can grow pickles.
there. The address is 3509 West Oakwood, 3509 West Oakwood. It's right there on the corner.
And my mom and grandma used to can pickles, beets, apples, applesauce. Let's see, beets, cucumbers.
Last name Messer, Mary Edward, Sam Edward Robert. First name Abigail.
Well,
Boy Edward.
I think pickles is cucumbers.
You
know. I don't know, it's cucumbers. But the small cucumbers. You can can sweet potatoes, beets, small, apples, tomatoes. I'm trying to remember everything my grandma and mom used to can. That's what my mom did, Sherry. Dad had a couple of gardens. He would can. Grandma and Mom would can a bunch of stuff. And that's what we ate in the wintertime. I've seen some people can chickens. But that's one thing I hate about summertime apple. We had applesauce, apple butter, apple pie. I got so sick and tired of apple crap, And I think Mom also made apple cider too. That's how come people needs to get back and growing their own food and can their food. It's better for you. I remember when I was a kid, you couldn't do it today. I used to go down to the creek and drink water out of the creek. Can't do that no more. Hey, sauerkraut good as long as you got the hot dogs with it. I used to buy me some sauerkraut. That's what everybody needs to do. Sherry, it's probably the wrong time of year to do that. Is people, you can do a video on your garden and do video on canning your tomatoes, your coleslaw. That's what everybody needs to do. See, Mom used to fix sauerkraut and put the hot dogs in it. Cook the hot dogs in with the sauerkraut. I usually get me some sauerkraut and put hot dogs in it. My son likes hot dogs, but he won't eat the hot dogs in the sauerkraut. He doesn't like it, but I think it tastes pretty good. But we need people, your ladies, you need to do videos on canning your food. I don't know if there's any videos out there on YouTube that shows you how to can food from your garden. that's what my mom used. The glass jars. Yeah, I guess it's a quart. And set it in, what do you call it, a pressure cooker. Set it in there with the lids and got the little thing on it, wibbles, and it had a little gauge on it, tell you what the temperature is. I don't know what my brother done with it. Probably threw it in the trash can after Mom died. Knowing that person. But I had fun watching my mom and grandma. I wish I paid more attention.
Tom 012597.
Yeah, pressure cooker. I know I know you slide the lid. It has a gauge, and this little thing on there, which to let the steam out, or well, you know what I'm talking about. If you didn't know what you doing, you could blow the house up. That's what my mom always said. But I miss my mom's cooking. I can't even fry chicken. I try to fix it. I've watched my mom, how she does it, with the flour, this and that, and put it in the orange skillet. I could never get it to taste like my mom's. But my mom was doing it for a long time. But it don't taste. I miss my mom's chicken gravy or pork chop gravy. I miss all that stuff. You're right, Hunter. Even the cans, they do leak. They do leak. They need to take the chemicals out of the food. Yeah, I think, I don't know if the lids was on it or what. I can't remember. It's been so long ago. My mom and grandma done it every summer. Every summer. We had, well, I guess you call it a root cellar, but it used to be a coal bed. We had a stoker. You put coal in it, that real small coal, and put it in the furnace. And since we got done away with it, we used an old coal bin. We had shelves in there to put our canned goods in. I'm trying to think. I don't think Mom ever done it. Maybe Grandma used to do that ham that way. I guarantee you, my grandpa, he would go hunting, he would go fishing, he killed squirrels, rabbits. I didn't eat fish, so I didn't eat none of the fish, but Grandma and Grandpa knew I loved fried chicken. We went to my grandma's house. I said, man, that's awful chicken, like small chicken. He said it was a small chicken. He finally told me later it was a squirrel. And I couldn't tell the difference between a squirrel, a rabbit, or a chicken. It all tastes the same. You know. See, the floor we had in our coal bin was a concrete floor with shelves. You know, I love my grandma's cooking. None of my wives that I had could cook like my mother, but they was close. They was close on fried chicken. And one thing I missed from my mom is that persimmon pudding. I ain't had persimmon pudding in about 7 years, 8 years. I guarantee you. I just had some gravy and biscuits for supper tonight, which I shouldn't eat that because bread I'm not supposed to eat. So I had biscuits and gravy for supper tonight. But I get me a good woman one day that knows how to cook. But people, if you can, people, get you some chickens. You know, have a good chicken coop. Make sure it got heavy-duty wire on it where the raccoons won't get to them. You find out those fresh eggs is better for you what you get at the grocery store because you don't know what they feed those chickens. But when you feed your chickens, you know what you feed them. And like during the summertime, you all probably don't know that you can feed your chickens watermelon, cantaloupe, tomatoes, apples. Let's see, grapes. You feed them fruit, and you'd be surprised how much your homegrown chicken eggs are. They're 20 times better than what you get in the grocery store. Because you know what you feed your chickens. Those eggs you get in the grocery store, you don't know what they feed those chickens. So people, before you get chickens on your property, if you live in a city or a town, check your local laws. See if you can have chickens and rooster. Roosters always crow around 5 or 6 o'clock. I miss my chickens. I raised the hens from the time they was babies, but the rooster is a couple of years old. And he was a great fighter, but that raccoon got the best of him. I hate to see what the raccoon looked like. Harry was a heck of a rooster. He was a heck of a rooster. But people, if you can, people, raise your own chickens. And you'd be surprised how better those eggs taste. Like I say, Joanne, you don't know what they feed those chickens. Mine already coo-coo-coo-da about 5 o'clock every morning. I still miss him. He been dead a year. And I still miss Harry. You know, especially if I decide to go to the grocery store. He would crow and say, "Bye, Daddy." We come back home, he'd crow, "Welcome back." You know, he's a good rooster. I could leave the door open. He wouldn't leave that cage. He had 4 girlfriends. He did not want to, or was it 5? I think it was 5. He didn't want to leave his girlfriends. The hens would come out, but he would stay in there. My hens was Long Island Reds. My rooster was a Long Island Red rooster. I miss him. You know, I could pick him up. Well, before he got in with those hens, I couldn't even pick him up. I couldn't get close. He was a smart rooster, Sherry. I miss him. But when I get the extra money, I'm going to fix that hen house better. And I'm going to fix it better. Instead of that old cheap thin round, that cheap old round wire. If you live out in the country, these raccoons is mean. They tore that thin wire like it was paper. But I know better next time to do that. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. When I rebuilt my hen house and make it better, where a cotton picking raccoon can't get into it, it's going to be a better hen house. I miss old Harry. When I first bought this house, well, some of my hens, they did lay double yolks. I don't know why they do. I'm a city boy, you know. And so, let's see, I had 5 hens, and I might get 1 or 2 double yolks out of each chicken in a week. But those eggs that homegrown is 20 times better than what you get in the grocery store. I could have sold my eggs, but I gave them to people. I gave them to people. And people, I want you to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Give me a thumbs up. I kind of got off of the subject a little bit, but I like to say, people, we talk about everything on here. Some of you might get hungry, but we trying to teach you about things. And I don't know, you see the price of eggs in the grocery store? Like what was it, Friday? We went to the grocery store, Friday and Saturday. I can't believe what a dozen eggs cost. I can't believe that. That's too much money I think it's close to $5 for a dozen eggs, I think. That's too much money. But it's fun, people. I had to raise your chickens. You know, and you raise your chickens, and during the summertime, feed them watermelons, cantaloupe, grapes, apples, fruit. You'd be surprised how much your eggs will taste better. Lordy, $8 a day. Well, those eggs have come down. But, man, I fixed devil eggs, I bought 18 eggs, a week ago, 2 weeks ago. I went through them in a couple of days because I fixed so many devil's eggs, put them on a plate, put them in an ice box. I get hungry, I go in there and eat me a devil egg. I love it. And one thing, my son, he puts honey in his devil eggs. I forget, it's a certain kind of honey you get, I guess, natural or something, I don't know. But I put honey in with my eggs, oh man. But honey's good for you. I know different people fix eggs, devil eggs different. But like I say, maybe this summer I'll work on my chicken coop. I'm going to have to move it a little bit. I don't know, anything to get it up. Anything to make money. I guess some of those chickens don't have a rooster because they just raise them for eggs and fried chicken or baked chicken, Man, you making me 96 devil eggs, that would, shoot, Lord. So I usually I usually fix about 9. You cut them in half. That puts 8. I can eat 18 devil eggs in no time. But I'll be going to my heart doctor tomorrow. I remember seeing on something, since you mentioned that, Sherry, that's my problem. They stick. I saw something on TV, maybe within a couple of years. I don't know, which you don't have that problem, but I forget what it's called. I know there's people here and on Twitch knows what I'm talking about. I know I hate to go tomorrow. I know I either lost weight or I put on a pound or 2. My eggs, I never thought of that. I'm going to have to try that the next time. I might get me some eggs tomorrow, maybe.
Is that different than Ohio? Versus the Indiana server? You try to run this driver's in through Ohio. But you should have Ohio ID.
I guess I'm going to have to try that, Sherry. That's a good idea. I might get me some eggs tomorrow. I got to see how much I got on my card. And I might get me a bunch of eggs and do that. So, well, I've been on here about an hour and 52 minutes, people. And I still don't like what's going on here in the United States with the Sheriff's Department in Bloomington, Indiana. And, or is it Arizona? Actually, I think it's Arizona, where they don't want to cooperate with the INS and all this stuff. After I get off here, Sherry, I won't remember. I know my mom used to put mayonnaise and mustard. I don't know about pickle juice. That doesn't ring a bell. Maybe she did do that. I can't remember. I knew she put mayonnaise in it. My son just used mayonnaise and honey. The next bunch I will fix is going to be mayonnaise, mustard, and honey. Oh, no, I like honey. Honey's good for you. So, that's what I do. So I want everybody to have a good Monday morning. Happy birthday to everybody. Happy anniversary. I want to thank you all for everybody joining my YouTube channel. God bless you all. Hope everybody don't work too hard Monday. Thank you, Joanne, and my other moderators. I'll let you all know tomorrow, probably tomorrow night. I don't know. It depends how I feel. Good news would be okay, you know. You know, like I say, people, I want you to get my subscribers up. And you all people on Twitch, you people on Twitch, come over to Tom Cartwright 4375 on YouTube, subscribe. Let me know if you came over from Twitch. Like, my dream is getting up to 1,000, but I'll be satisfied when I get to 500. I learn a lot from your people on Twitch. You know, but I want to thank all my moderators. And I'm not going to add any more moderators until I get over 1,000. But then I'll be looking for a female, which I got one in mind, but she don't never pop in. It's Wingspan Angel. She's on a couple other YouTubers moderators. I like to have her because I know how she does on them other YouTube channels, but that's okay. But also people, don't ask to be a moderator. You know, I kind of volunteered Joanne because I needed a lady on here. Okay, thank you, Troy, hon. Thank you for the job you do in the background. Sherry, it's nice to have you here again. I think I saw you on a few others YouTube channels, you know. You know, I know some YouTube channels, they let you promote other YouTube channels. There's a few of them I've been on. They will promote me, and they promote other people, and then I clicked on the ones they do, and you know, that's how, you know, if you subscribe to my channel, then I subscribe to your channel, you know, that's what I like to do. You know, there's people starting out. I've seen some doing stories on HOA and other stuff. I subscribe to them and I make a comment. I told them I subscribe to you, but to help you out, it'd be nice if somebody who subscribed to your channel that you should subscribe to their channel. You know, that's just a feeling, people. You all have a good night's sleep. Don't work too hard. I give you an update either by upload video. It just depends how I feel. You never know. When you go to a doctor, you don't know how you're going to feel, especially it's the heart doctor. They might have good news for me or bad news. You never know. So I'll let you know one way or another. I either upload a video when I get back home, or I'll be on here tomorrow night, probably around 10, 11 o'clock. I haven't decided when, Just hit that bell, subscribe to my channel. That way you know when I come live. So I would say God bless you all. And men, remember, ladies is always right. I keep you all from fighting and sleeping in the doghouse. That'll help you out on your marriage. Also, happy birthday, happy anniversary. Man, that'll help you, but you won't forget your anniversary or birthday. The same thing for ladies. But I don't think ladies forget the anniversary. It's always the men. So you all have a great day. God loves you. Be nice. And catch you all later. Bye, Sherry. Hey, I don't know. Hey, I've heard people talk about the community post. Somebody has to educate me, Like I say, somebody's going to have to explain how to do a community post. You all heard what my email is, or you can leave it in the comments. Okay, I'll catch you all later. Bye, everybody. You have a great day. I done took my medicine. It's beginning to get to me, so when I take my pill for my arthritis, I'm getting a little sleepy. I should have said that. But I'm young, so I'll catch you all later. I love you all. You all have sweet dreams. Don't work too hard.